It's important that we stick together as a people to show others that you cannot shake us, and we're gonna be here as long as we need to until there's change, because there needs to be change. And you're going to hear us, and you're going to see us, because there needs to be a change.
Lately, Courtside has been going through famous last words, people's last words in the Bible, in our world, and all kinds of different things. And last week we talked about John Lewis's last words. He wrote a New York Times op-ed and we read through it together. And part of it said that he hopes this next generation will be able to lead in the way of justice, love, and peace. And we talked through that a bit and how, our Bible says a lot of the same thing, how young people are not to let others look down on them, but are to set examples for the world. And so, our youth have some things to say. They want to lead, they want to step forward in love and peace and injustice, and that's a powerful thing.
Hi. Okay, we're talking about criminal injustice, and I don't like how they could see as black members getting shot by police. Like, it's kind of tiring because with the people, they mistake us as always, like they think of something bad. They think of us as a bad person, like we could be stealing or something like that. Because I actually had some racial encounters where I was walking down the street and a lady was asking where my parents was and was following me.
My hope for the future is that not necessarily that just racism is ended, but all groups are accepted and homophobia is also ended.
Racism, it's just not acceptable because, like, killing a black person for no reason, mistaking a taser for a gun is not a good excuse. I don't care. It's not a good excuse to me.
You can be a cop for 26 years, but you forget what a taser and a gun is. Like, that is two different things.
My hope for the future is that racism ends because, like, innocent people are dying due to the police being scared and frightened just because of the color of their skin.
It's just not cool, and we're not always the bad person.
Like, I don't understand. They have all these tools. They have batons, they have handcuffs, they have pepper spray, but they have to use the gun.
My hope for the future is for myself and the community to grow stronger and be way more better than what we are now because of how much stuff is going on around us, and I think we just need to grow from it. I want the community to just be a safe place for everybody and to be just more helpful in ways to others and to ourselves. Just be better.
When they see me, I feel like they wish they see me as, oh, he's a normal black kid and he doesn't do drugs or anything. He's okay.
I wish adults understood how weird our generation is structured because our generation relies on technology. Also, kind of based off of what other people said, online school isn't as easy as it seems, or school now in general. It's kind of hard to focus on a lot of things when not only that, there's all this police brutality going around.
I wish adults would know and understand that online school is not as easy as they think and that it can get stressful.
I wish that adults knew that just because teens don't carry the weights of like grown-up responsibilities, that doesn't mean that they can't be stressed or tired or depressed or just feel like they just have like this huge weight on them. Because I do know that parents like to invalidate a lot of teens' feelings because they don't have all the grown-up responsibilities. So it's like, how can you be this way? Well, I am, so.
One thing I wish adults knew was that every action they have against like the world or anything in general, it may not affect us physically, but it definitely affects us emotionally and has an impact on our lives.
I wish adults understood how hard it is as a teen in this generation, especially with social media. You see all of it, the good and the bad. It's easier to receive negative comments from peers. You can't escape it by leaving a place such as school. Everything is just a click away using your fingertips. You might say just ignore it, but it's all around us.
And I kind of wish that the church knew that the choices that teens make as they go through life and face that hit that struggle of like trying to find themselves, that doesn't define or determine the love that they have for God. Because I do think that they do that a lot. You know, it's like, well, if you do this, then how can you love God? It's like, that doesn't change how I love God. It's just me trying to find myself.
What do you think the church should be doing in response to everything that's going on?
The church should start talking about it and preaching about it during service and stuff. And we should have more services as like a whole instead of like just like the teen, the kids, and then the adults. They could talk about it and bring light to it and like make it known so people could like feel safer and feel more comfort.
I think that you guys should be reaching out, one, to the kids that need help, or anybody who needs help, parents, grandparents, anything, like people that need help.
Keep up with the sports, because we need more successful black people to show them as like examples, or like they're shown as a good person.
Maybe we should have something at church or something on Zoom that we should talk about, like to make the world better.
Like you guys are doing right now, like making sports teams and earning money for charities, and then send it to the families of the person who has been killed.
I feel like the church, when it comes to church, it's really big on community. So just making sure to stand as a community, because nobody can fight their battles alone. We all need that sense of community. So speaking up when the time is needed, especially nowadays, the times is definitely needed to speak up, because if you sit silent, even if the issues are happening, you know, no one's gonna like pay attention until you actually say something. So it's like, I see this, I know you see this, so we need to do something about it. And if you're still trying to ignore me, well, I have my fellow black people behind to back me up as well. Just speaking up and doing everything we can to be a part of the change too as well.
Do you think you can teach the church?
Yeah, I could.
And the encouragement I have for the people of color is for us to stay stronger and always strive for the best of us. And through all loss and sorrows, we can always be better than what people portray us as.
For our people of color that do go to church here, I think that you definitely need to be fighting for this cause. Like, even if it hasn't happened to you or your friends or someone in your family, we're still like a community. We still need to fight for each other, especially with something like this. It's very important.
To the people of color, I would say just be more cautious, to be more safe and protect yourself first. Always put yourself first.
What do you think? What do you think white people need to know?
I think some of the things they need to know is that at this time, they should only be an ally. Like, it's not a time for them to take offense to all the things that we were saying or to like make excuses, especially like coming to a church like this where most of the members are like people of color. It's like just a time to be an ally, not to make excuses, and just be there. Speaking up for us when we need to, like when they see something going on, or like going to protest with us, or just showing that they care, like talking to us, asking us how we feel about certain things, and just